A beast breaks shackles in the deep. A prisoner's moan turns into a roar. The chained one returns once more. Four stone shields marched to claim the throne. Chains came hunting to drag him down. Iron hands closed and drove him to ground. He snapped and clawed against blood and bone. He bled and broke but stood alone. Witchfire boiled, glyphs shot through, but the armored line still broke him in two. They pressed him hard, they made him crawl. Made the old wolf look mortal after all. The tank stood tall with the crowns of stone, and the battlefield shook like it knew they owned. They broke his body, they buried his claim, left claw marks bleeding in the stones of the lane. They kicked him under, they mocked him stunned, while the wolf kept breathing where the shadows run. They broke his body, they mocked him as beaten, but in between taking his licks, the dog learned new tricks. They came for the mages again and again, with tower-high shields and blood on the wind. They laughed at the paws, they counted the scars, built walls against spells and forgot about his claws. The wolf stayed low in the ruin and flame. Let them believe they had read him the same. Let them grow certain, let armor grow proud. Let every tank thunder too far from the crowd. Then something changed, but not in the sky, not in the spells, not in the lie. A red line flashed where the weak one had been. The wolf's hunger crawled back in. They broke his body, they buried his claim, left claw marks bleeding in the stones of the lane. They kicked him under, they mocked him stunned, while the wolf kept breathing where the shadows run. They broke his body, they mocked him as beaten, but in between taking his licks, the dog learned new tricks. They thought the line had broken him. They thought the teeth were gone. They marched in close to finish him.